Hello, everybody. My name is Kaz. A lot of you might know me as Tyler from the Teutonic Tangents podcast, where I'm going to be uploading this video at, actually. If you notice something different about today's episode, it's that it's just me. Cody isn't here right now, he's unavailable. He has a lot of other stuff going on, so I figured I'd make a solo episode. Uh, also, if you see me looking off here, I'm looking at my other monitor because I have some notes and stuff to help keep me more organized. So this is going to be a solo episode. Solo episodes will exist when scheduling requires it. So right now with the podcast, it was supposed to be three of us for the most part, but it ended up just mainly being me and Cody doing the podcast episodes. And if one of us are unavailable, then we might have a solo episode like we're doing right now. This one. So I got some different topics here for me to go over, cover a little bit. Some fun stuff. Uh, let's start here. What have I been working on lately? So, a lot of you already know from previous episodes, I've lost a lot of them because I recently switched all my computers over from Windows to Linux because I like Linux better. But accidentally erased the disk to reinstall Linux, so it wiped everything on my computer. Like all of it's just completely gone now. So I lost a few of our podcast episodes. Trying to think here. So I've been doing that. I've been working on building my own self-built AI project called Naira. It's a project that I've been working on for a while now. I want to say about a year. Probably got about a couple thousand lines of code worth written. I've been working on that. As far as the faith side, because I know we talk about faith a lot in our episodes, I'm still working on learning Aramaic, my pronunciations with the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. I've still been meditating a lot. I still meditate more than I pray, but praying more is something that I'm trying to work on, something that I'm trying to do. Also, uh, this is kind of off topic, but not really. My pastor. So let me think here. This last week, my car was in the shop. It had an issue with overheating. I thought it was the thermostat. I replaced the thermostat myself, the thermostat and the thermostat housing, but it was still overheating, and it turned out that it was the water pump. So we had to take it to the shop. It was about $500 to get that replaced. I didn't have to pay for it, thankfully. I had a psychiatry appointment then, and my pastor, his name is Rob. He may or may not be watching this. I don't know. But if you are, thank you. I really appreciate what you did. He took me to my psychiatry appointment. We was talking about it, and after the appointment, he said, "Let's just go after the appointment to pick up your car. I'll take care of it. I got you." He paid the money to get it out of the shop and paid for the repair and everything. And I'm going to be returning the favor by working with him, doing some construction moving work tomorrow morning and Tuesday. So that was really nice of him, and I appreciate all he did. Something frustrating but amusing that can be interesting because my brother, he also may or may not be watching this. I'm not sure, but it wouldn't surprise me. But something frustrating but amusing, I like it, but I don't like it at the same time, is if you are watching, Bailey, uh, randomly waking me up during the middle of the night. Like, a lot of times it's funny because they'll wake me up and they'll give me some food, like some mozzarella sticks from Sonic, because I really like those. So then it's funny, but there's been a couple times where it hasn't been, and it's more frustrating, but it kind of goes back and forth. Also, if it seems like I'm jumping from topic to topic, it's because I have a list of questions and notes and stuff that I'm going over, and they kind of go all over the place because there's a lot to talk about, and I don't want to spend too much time on one specific topic or discussion. So let's talk about recording issues next because talk about frustrating but amusing. Me and Cody actually recorded a 40-ish minute small talk episode, and I lost that video immediately. I didn't have my recording path set up right in OBS. I guess it got messed up whenever I switched over to Linux instead of Windows, which I will say is many problems as I'm saying I'm having with it. I don't regret the switch at all. I really like Linux a lot better than Windows. It's more customizable. You get more free space, all that stuff. But I didn't have my recording path set up right, so every time I hit stop recording, it just automatically destroyed the video. Like it just deleted it, and it wouldn't show it in the recordings. It wouldn't show it anywhere. So I had to make a new directory in Linux and make a new folder for it. And then I had to go in the settings in OBS and change that and make sure it was right. Make sure it was trying to on the right path. Schedule challenges. We've had a few scheduling challenges. Like obviously right now Cody has a lot going on between his family and school, and we're both starting a new job tomorrow. I'm gonna be working with my pastor to help repay him for fixing the water pump in my car, and he's starting a new job somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. I don't know if he ever told me, but it might show up as some scheduling issues, challenges, and I'm not exactly sure. We're still gonna try to keep it up to at least one video a week, like every Saturday, or I guess today it would be this week it'd be on Sunday. But yeah, I guess this video is kind of just an update on everything that's been going on. But we're still gonna try to keep one video a week. What we did before was we recorded a whole bunch of videos the first week for podcast episodes, and I was just going back through and editing them and everything. But we probably won't be able to do that anymore. It'll probably strictly be one video a week. What for the podcast, I'll be making gaming videos and music videos and stuff here and there throughout the week as well. Okay, so next topic. What makes content fun for me to create? That is a good question. I really enjoy anything to do with music, talking, gaming, especially. Like, let's focus on that for a minute. The gaming side of things. Camera is acting a little weird. Doesn't want to focus. Gaming. So, what makes it fun for me to create gaming videos? I'd say it's pretty self-explanatory. Gaming is something that a lot of people can get behind. A lot of people can do. A lot of people enjoy. For me personally, I enjoy like the nostalgia factor of it. So I'll play games like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Zombies. Um, Let me think here. Assassin's Creed. I really like the Black Flag game. I might do a series on that here soon. And one game that I've played a lot of, I've beat it several, like many, many times, and I haven't got tired of it because there's always new little details and stuff you can pick up on. And I absolutely love this game. And I'm actually wanting to do a let's play of it on this channel, on the Teutonic Tangents channel. And that is the Little Nightmares games, the first one and the second one. I'm not going to play the third one because I've heard a lot of kind of back and forth things on it. So I don't know if I'll be playing that one or not. How do I avoid burnout? I kind of already answered that question. I like with gaming, I focus on that because that's the easiest one for me to talk about. with gaming, how I avoid burnout is I just play stuff that's genuinely fun. Like I like to get a little bit of variety going. So I'm not playing the same game all day, every day. Like some days it'll be Little Nightmares because I like the eerie horror feeling of it. And it's really unsettling. You're this small little character is six, and everything is huge, and it's just trying to eat you, trying to kill you. And then there's the chefs and the lady and the guests and janitor and all these other monsters and stuff that's after you. But I also play Genshin Impact. That's a nice little fun game. Another one similar to that that I like to play is Wuthering Waves, or WUWA, as most people call it, to shorten it a bit. And then tie that in with Call of Duty, Bioshock, Assassin's Creed. I got a pretty good variety, so it's pretty easy to avoid burnout. Okay, learning process. I guess I can do this one as well. What I learned from doing the podcast so far. So, what I learned from doing the podcast so far is I don't really know what to talk about a lot of times. That's why I have my notes here on my other monitor that I'm looking at. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to talk about, but it's hard for me to stay focused and stay structured and all that stuff. And that's something that I'm continuously working on getting better with. I'm looking through here because I want to keep this video kind of short because, like I said, it's more of an update video on everything that's been going on with me and basically explaining that there will be times where we have a solo episode where it's just going to be one of us, or it might just be me doing the solo episodes. If Cody is busy or Bailey or Gabriel can't get on, then it'll just be me. And this is kind of just to, I guess, ease you guys into it. That way you're not completely caught off guard. Okay. Hypothetical question time. It says 10 minutes. I don't know if I can do 10 minutes on this. Actually, I might be able to. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. So, if I had unlimited time to learn one skill, what would it be and why? I would say, well, hold on. Let me go back and I'm going to read all these questions because go, they kind of go hand in hand. The first two do. If I had unlimited time to learn one skill, what would it be and why? And if I could design my perfect creative day, what would it look like? Okay, so if I had unlimited time to learn one skill, I would 100% easily pick Python, the programming language. I want to get better with that. Why? Well, I'm trying to get into either software engineering, IT, cybersecurity, stuff like that. I'm actually in school right now. I'm majoring in engineering technology, and I've been taking a lot of programming classes. So I feel like that would just help out a lot with that, along with me building my AIs like Naira, which a lot of you don't know about because I haven't really made her public yet. But it would make it a lot easier to work on Naira if I was like 100%. If I had unlimited time to learn Python, that would be amazing. It would help out a lot with that. If I could design my perfect creative day, what would it look like? Hmm. Mm, I'm not exactly sure. A lot of the times I'll just go through my routine for the day, I guess. So it'll give you guys some idea. So I usually wake up in the morning. I drink coffee like most people. Take care of my dog. Let's see. Then a lot of you might already know this because of I put a couple vocal one take videos on the channel already. One was Whitechapel when a demon defiles a witch, and the other one was Bury Tomorrow the Eternal. So I usually try to do that pretty often, recording my deathcore vocals and stuff because I'm starting my own band called Vigil. It's a solo deathcore project I'm working on, and I'm trying to get my vocals down and everything. That way it all sounds good. So if I put random videos like that, that's just me trying to get more comfortable with it. So let's see. After that, it's usually whenever after lunch and everything. Don't need to go into that, but after that, practicing my vocals, singing, listening to music in general. It's usually well, it's usually something to do with YouTube. I'll either work on editing a video or uh, recording a podcast video or an update video like this one, or I'll record another vocal one take or uh, gaming video. Most of the time, it's probably gaming videos, which I'm fine with. And then it's kind of just wing it for the rest of the day. I don't really have too much of a plan later in the day. But if I could design my perfect creative day, what would it look like? It would be that basically everything that I'm already doing, including with school and all that other stuff, but with no distractions because distractions are terrible. What kind of content do I want to make more of going forward? Okay, I already covered the vocal videos, gaming videos. I want to keep doing those. Podcast episodes. Podcast is our biggest thing right now, so that's definitely going to be one of them that I want to make more content with. I guess as far as the podcast goes, we talk a lot about our respective faiths. Me and Cody are both two different religions. We was both Norse pagan. We were both Norse pagan. My grammars were all fucked up. And then he stayed a pagan, and I eventually moved over. I reverted back to Christianity. We talk a lot about that. We talk a lot about our spiritual experiences, the way we pray and meditate, give offerings, write poems and stuff. Like Cody is uh, currently working on writing some poems and writing a prayer in Old Norse or Old English. I forget which one it is. To Thor and Frey, I believe. I might be mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. And with me, I don't worship those gods anymore. I worship the Abrahamic God, Yahweh, or Adonai, or El Shaddai. He has a bunch of different names. It's all the same God. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Uh, but one thing that I'm doing as far as poetry and stuff is I've always found a deep fascination with the Psalms in the Bible that David wrote, King David of Israel. So I actually went through and started writing my own Psalms. I have a journal. I touched briefly on this. It might be in one of the episodes that got lost, but I have a journal that's about that thick, about the big. It's a really thick journal, and I'm working on filling it up completely with my own custom written psalms and stuff in it, and different prayers. It would be like a prayer psalm book. But I'd like to just keep doing what we're doing. I mean, it's all working out pretty well so far, and there's nothing wrong with it. So we're coming up at about 20 minutes here. I think that's perfect for this kind of video. So thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out, for listening to me rant and ramble on about all this stuff. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want us to cover any specific topics or anything, and we'll be sure to dig into that. And until then, I'll see all you guys in the next episode.